Today we'll be focusing on the major part of the NECO website, which is the home screen. So we have this is divided into two parts. So this side is a simple part where you just have the icons, some text, and their email, and which this place, which is the major part. We have already designed the examination year button. We have designed that. So we need examination type and all other things we have here. So I've already have some things available because I know I've touched that part in our former lecture. So this is just a logo. I'll send the file for that. We have this as a text, which is designed with medium and 30, and we have this text as well. These two text, how it works, and this also is 16 medium. So we have this as 14, and we have this text. So don't have a token, check the results, and all of this also is also designed with font width of 16. This is 18, this is also 18, and check create account here is also 18. So this is just simple text, and this is 35. Check result is 35. So let's move straight into the design of the day. Let me take this to this side. So now let's put all of this inside the frame. So, and if we check, if we press F on the keyboard, we can see we have desktop. So I'll close the phone. You can pick from the desktop. We have different kind of desktop, but I'll be using this frame, this desktop one, that is 1440 124. So I'll be using that. So I just want to place it on top, and all of this will be at the back. Okay, so the reason why we are not seeing some of these text is because some of them are white. So let me change the background of the frame for now. Okay, let's have it like that. So take it in. So from the application, we know that all of this is at one side and this also is at one side. Let me take some part. The NECO logo plus this text, let's put them in auto layout. Shift and A to do that. Always remember to rename, which is very important. We'll not be having frame. Let's call that logo. And we have this how it works, and the list to also be in auto layout combined. And this, let's just give it how it works so that we can remember that. And also we have this text and the icon, their email address, and the icon. Group them also together, put it inside auto layout and rename it as mail. Okay, we have these three. One, put a shift, select these three, also put it inside auto layout. Alright, let's have that at this side. And we have a frame that divides it into two. We have a frame that divides that into two. So press F on the keyboard. 584 width, and the height should be 900. So the background color will be green. So let's place this icon, and the color code for the green is 0F973D. Okay, so let's reduce the height of the frame also to 900. So the auto layout we have inside, let's label it NECO from that side, and take it, align it like this. Let's leave that for now. And we have our check, place it somewhere here, and let's change the background color back to white. Okay, so and we have our button here. We have already designed one button before, so which is examination here that we designed. So and we need the second button, which is almost the same thing as this. So we check. So the second button is almost the same thing as this, but the details we have inside is different. So instead of we having examination here from here, that we have a list like this, we'll be having examination type. So let's design that button as well, the way we designed this particular one. So we are using this component. So we are not redesigning from the beginning. We'll still be using this here and this list of here, but this component, which is the selection, we are changing the selection. So doing that, we select the whole component and duplicate to give us another component because we duplicate the master component. Okay, we'll still leave it as selection. We are going to be changing all the details we have inside. So from the examination here, this will change to examination type. So I will select every part we have examination here. How to change everything to examination type. Okay, just like that. And I'll come to this panel as well. So select this examination here. everywhere we have examination here in that row, we select this also examination here, examination. So I will change everything to examination type as well. Then I will select every part we have 2025 from this side. I will change it to SSCE internal. Okay, do the same for this. This is going to be SSCE external. Do the same for the 2023. This will be Becker. And this as well, we'll change it to this NCEE. So I'll be selecting these two. To change it, we'll change it to SSCE internal. So selecting that too. So that will be changing to SSCE internal. Okay, I'll select these two also. SSCE external. Select these two also. So please just follow carefully so that we can get things will not be mixed up. It's very simple. So far you get the logic. Everything is just very, very simple. And this also. So I'm selecting the text, the two text. You click the first one, hold on shift and select the second one. So and this is NCEE. Okay. We have to increase the height of everything because the second one is longer than this. So click inside, selecting, just immediately select the main component, just click on enter on the keyboard. We select everything we have at the top, the two one we have at the top, and then increase the size from 241 to 587. The width, only the width, just like that. But everything will look jam packed. We'll go back to the spacing from this side, not padding. Go to spacing, everything is mixed up, but just put 20. We have that evenly distributed. Okay. So select the master component outside. We know this is not up to the total length. Just try to increase that to have everything inside. Okay, cool. And we notice that the drop down we have under some of these things are not, doesn't go with that. So we just have to select all of these. So selecting all of these and then we change it to 587 as well. So fine and good, we are done with the second list. Now let's give it a try. Let's rename this from selection. Let's just write selection 2 so that we know that this is the second selection. So then we move back to our design. Then we'll go to the asset panel to pick that. So examination, this is for the year. Okay, examination type. Now let's check. So the other time that we use yes or no, this is where it is useful. Even if we don't go to the prototype section, we can have a list or see the view of what we are talking about. You know, we have visible section as this is the debug. This is the reason why we have it. Immediately we turn this on, we'll see the list of all what we have inside. Okay, this is working. And if we select the first one as well, we can see the drop down what is inside. But we notice that something is not right here because we are seeing the examination here at the back and examination type at the front. So let's leave that for now. Let's go and test our examination type that we just did now. So let's bring this inside here to give it a try. Okay, now let's open the inline prototype. Hold on shift and press the spacebar. Now let's give it a try. Okay, the examination type, exam type, internal, change to internal SSC. Let's test everything to see. Okay, now, so the thing we have at the back there, hey, I want to check maybe we're having, so now we're having that same misarrangement, we're having it here, but what we just have to do is that, so we have arranged that these selections will be at the bottom, while this selection 2 should be at the top from the layers panel. Immediately we arrange by putting selection 2 at the bottom, and the first selection that we don't put any number to be at the top, this will immediately correct itself. So this will be at the top So that's arrangement from the layers panel, and this will be at the end. So now we are cool with the two buttons, both the examination here and examination type. We need two more buttons, two more display button here. That will give us, we need two more display button over here. This is where I will stop so that the video will not be too long. I'll send other videos to explain that two button, and we try to make the design to make this particular screen, the home screen of the NECO mobile application, responsive in every device, both on tablet and on mobile phone. And we see what we are talking about better and better.